Okay, everybody, we are reading Junie B. Jones and the Yucky, Blucky Fruitcake. And we stopped last on Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is Bullseye. All right, Carnival night was being the worstest night of my life. That's because I kept on losing at every single game. First, I lost at penny toss, and I lost at ring toss, and also I lost at the stupid fishing booth. Except all you have to do is hang a fishing pole over the table, and somebody puts a toy on your pole. Only I just got a stupid dumb comb on my pole, and that's all. Hey, what kind of stupid dumb prize is this? I said. A stupid dumb comb isn't even a toy, 'cause I can't even play with this stupid dumb thing. Daddy set me down on a bench. Me and him had another talk. It was called Stop Saying the Words Stupid and Dumb. And also, I had to appreciate my stupid dumb comb. Just then, I heard a voice hollering at me. Junie B. Jones! Hey, Junie B. Jones! I've been looking all over the place for you, girl. I turned around. It was my other bestest friend, that Grace. She was holding lots of stuff in her hands. Look, Junie B, look at all my prizes. I won a shiny plastic car and some pretty barrettes and a delicious red lollipop and 2 rubber bugs and an eraser that looks like a hot dog. See them? You see all my good stuff? Yeah, so, I said to her. That Grace sent a frown at me. How come you said yes, so? How come you're grouchy at me, Junie B? And why are you just sitting here on this bench? I did a really mad breath at her. Ugh, I'm appreciating my comb, that's why. Don't you know anything, Grace? Just then, Daddy walked me away from that Grace. And he said I better shape it up, little missy, or else we're going home right now. Mother told Daddy to calm his blood pressure. We have 3 tickets left, she said. Let's all take some very deep breaths and start all over again. What do you think, Junie B? Do you want to try the sponge throw? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Then Mother held my hand, and me and her went to find the sponge throw, and Daddy kept on doing some really deep breaths. The sponge throw was right in the middle of the playground. Principal was there. He was standing behind a board with a big clown suit painted on the front of it. Only instead of a face, there was a round hole cut in the board, and Principal's head was sticking right out of it. His face and hair were very drippity. That's because kids kept right on hitting him with sponges. It looked like the funnest game I ever did see. I hurried up and got in the line. Except for just then, something very terrible happened. And its name is that Jim I hate got right in line behind me. Boo, he said. You did not scare me, Jim, I said. Yes, I did too. Oh, no, you did not. Yes, I did too. And anyway, you shouldn't even be in this line, 'cause girls can't throw sponges as good as boys can, he said. Yes, they can too, I said, 'cause I even practiced this game at my house, Jim, and I made a bullseye right in my toilet pot. So there. That mean Jim laughed real loud. P.U. Junie B. Jones plays in her toilet, he said. And so all the other kids started laughing at me too. Just then, the sponge lady tapped on me. She handed me 2 soaky wet sponges. Your turn, sister, she said. Only I just kept standing there and standing there, 'cause all those meanie kids would not stop laughing at me. Guess what? I don't even know if I can throw these things now, 'cause all that laughing is ruining my self-esteem, that's what I said. Sorry, sis. Either throw the sponges or get out of line, the lady told me. And so finally, I took a deep breath. And I aimed my sponge at Principal's body head, and I threw with all the muscles I had. Missed him! You missed him! Ha, ha, ha! sang that Jim I hate. That's how come my temperature boiled over. And I throwed my other sponge right at that meanie boy's face. It hit him right in the kisser. Bullseye! I shouted, very happy. Then I run out of that place as fast as I could go, 'cause I was in big trouble, Missy. All right, here's Junie B. I guess she's already hit Jim in the kisser with her sponge, and her daddy is after her. She looks scared. All right. Junie B. Jones, yelled Mother. Junie B. Jones, yelled that daddy. I runned and run till I saw the giant moonwalk tent. Then I quick climbed inside of it, and I throwed my shoes right out the door, 'cause of no shoes allowed in that place. The moonwalk tent is like a big puffy house. You can jump far and wide in that place. I jumped and jumped till sweat came on my head. This is the funnest jumping I ever saw, I said, springy. Except for just then the tent lady blew her whistle. Time's up, she yelled. I peeked out the door. Mother and Daddy were waiting for me. They were not smiling. I think I'll stay in here a little bit longer, I said. Only just then Daddy came over, and he lifted me right out the door. I smiled very pleasant. Hello, how are you today, I said. But Daddy did not say hello to me. He just carried me right back to that mean Jim. He made me say apology to him and also to his mother. Sorry I throwed a sponge at your meanie boy's face, I said. Daddy rolled his eyes way back in his head. He carried me back to the moonwalk tent again. Get your shoes, he said. We're going home now. Yeah, only I was just starting to have fun, I said. Plus, I didn't even do the cakewalk yet, and it's in my very own room 9. I told you to get your shoes, said Daddy, very grumpy. And so I went to the shoe pile, but I could only find one shoe, and not the other one. I tapped on the tent lady. Excuse me, can you help me find my other shoe? You see what they look like? They are shiny and black with a strap that buckles. Their name is Pat and Leather. Then me and her and Mother and Daddy looked for my other shoe, but we couldn't find it anywhere. Darn it, I said, now my feet are ruined. I started to cry a tiny bit. Then Daddy smoothed my hair, and he said the word, Don't worry. You and Mother go on to the cakewalk, he said. I'll stay here and find your other shoe. And so then Mother holded my hands, and me and her walked to room 9, with just Pat and no Leather. All right, chapter 7. Winning. Room 9 looked very fun. Music was playing in that place, and no children were marching in a circle. Just then, I saw them stepping on big squares of paper with numbers on them, and then I saw them march. That's the cakewalk, said Mother. You walk around in a circle until the lady stops the music. Then she pulls a number out of a hat, and if you're standing on the square with the same number, you win a cake. Mother pointed to a table with cakes on it. Do you see all the delicious cakes you have to choose from, she said. I looked at all the delicious cakes. Then my mouth got very watering, and I did a little bit of drool on myself. All of a sudden, the music stopped, and all the children stopped too. The cake lady reached down into her hat, and she pulled out a number. Number 5, she said very loud. Hey, that's me! I'm number 5, shouted a boy with red hair. Then he ran right to the cake table and picked out a chocolate one for his prize. Yum, I said. This looks like the most delicious game I ever did see. I gave the cake lady my ticket. Guess what, I said. This is my last chance to win a prize, except for I won a comb, and also I got to throw a sponge at the kid I hate. Plus, I jumped till sweat came on my head, but then I couldn't find my shoe named Leather, and so that's how come I have a sock foot. The lady looked funny at me. Yes, well, good luck to you, she said. Good luck to you too, I said. Then I skipped very fast to the squares with the numbers on them. Okay, ready anytime you are, I yelled. But the cake lady kept on waiting and waiting for other kids to come. It took a very long time. That's how come I got a lot of ants in my pants. I did a lot of huffing and puffing, and then I folded my arms, and I tapped my foot very fast. "Hey, I'm not getting any younger over here," I shouted at her. Finally, the cake lady clapped her hands. "Boys and girls, I'm going to start the music now, and I would like for you to march in an orderly circle. But remember, as soon as the music stops, you stop too." After that, she turned the music way loud. I did my bestest marching. My feet were very bouncing, and my knees went way high in the air. Then, all of a sudden, just like before, the music stopped, and all the children stopped too. The cake lady reached into her hat. "Number 3, she hollered out. I looked down at my square. "Hey, it's me! It's me! Look! I'm standing on the number 3, and so I'm the winner, I think." Mother clapped her hands. "It is you! You are the winner!" she yelled. She had relief on her face. "Go pick out a cake, Junie B. Any cake you want," she said. I zoomed to the cake table and looked at all the yummy flavors. There was chocolate and orange and lemon and white and coconutty and cupcakes and donuts and brownies. Also, there was a secret cake wrapped in shiny aluminum foil. "What kind of cake is that one?" I asked. The cake lady wrinkled her nose. "Oh, I think you wouldn't want that one. That one is a fruitcake," she said. I smiled real big at her. "Yeah," I hollered, "yay for the delicious fruitcake, 'cause fruit is the bestest thing I love, and so that's the one I pick." Mother shook her head. "No, Junie B, it's not the kind of fruit you think it is. You're not gonna like it." I stopped smiling. "Yeah, only that is not fair and square of you, 'cause you said I could pick any cake I wanted, and now I picked the fruitcake, and you say I can't have it?" Mother rolled her eyes up at the ceiling. "Fine, Junie B, take the fruitcake," she grouched. She lifted it off the table for me. "No, me! Me! I want to carry it," I hollered. "It's very heavy," said Mother. "Yeah, only that's not how come I have muscly muscles in my arms," I explained. I bended my arm to show her. "See? See my muscle bump? That's how strong I am." Finally, Mother put the cake in my arms. It dropped on the floor. "Whoa," I said, "that is the strongest fruit I ever felt." "Now do you want me to carry it?" Mother asked. "No," I said, "'cause I got a great idea in my head." Then I put my heavy cake of fruit down on the floor, and I dragged it right out of room 9. Okay, that is the end of chapter 7, and very shortly I'm going to read you chapter 8, the most usefulest cake I love. All right, and I'll see you then. Bye.